Howdy all, and welcome back to Lives. I think it's time we play a little Minecraft. Alright, so this isn't vanilla Minecraft. uh I've been playing a lot of this weekend, and I thought it does have some slight pauses while my computer catches up, so you might see the occasional pause like that one there. This is MineColonies. It's a pretty cool mod. This is actually the official mod pack. Oh, you can see the messages there on the screen. This is all right. Let's start with the beginning of the story here. I love the game Towns, and it's alright, let me go make some stairs here. It's this little game where it's kind of older, and you have a bunch of villagers, and then you tell the villagers what to do. Oh man. And you tell the villagers what to do, and they do it, right? And the only part of this that doesn't have the towns bit to it is the fact that the game itself has monsters. Towns is a game where the surface has a few monsters, but for the most part, your monsters are underground, and it's in layers, and you dig your way down, and you release the different levels of monsters. And so, anyways, I decided to look to see if someone had made a Minecraft mod similar to Towns. And so what I found was this MineColonies, and it's pretty cool. It's on the Curse launcher. MineColonies Official is what I'm playing. And so when you start, you have to make a supply ship or a supply camp. And so I did the ship. You don't have to build it. You just have to make the box that holds it, and then you put down the ship, and then it spawns in the ship. And when you go on board the ship, there's some beds and some chests. I kind of taken some wool and stuff off of there for my personal use, and so then you put down your town hall, and so once you put down your town hall, you gain access to. Why can't I go up these stairs? Weird, you know, that little step up from path to stairs doesn't work. I never knew that. And so this gives you access to the town hall. You then get provided with 4 villagers, and so you got to build the little huts basically for what you want. And so, like, you start with a builder's hut. Builder's hut is the building tool, a door, and wood, and then you place it. And then once you place a building, with the builder is unique. As soon as you place the builder hut, it's not complete. It's just this right here, just this piece, basically right here. And then the builder will then request from you the raw materials to build the builder's hut. And ignore that building. I'm still learning it, so I got a little confused. It asked for restaurant. The default restaurant is really expensive to make, and I started to make it, and then I realized it wasn't actually a restaurant. I'll show you that in a minute here. But they've got they basically have um, buildings that are made from control blocks, like the builder's hut here, where something actually happens. They also have Tinker's Construct in this one. I haven't used it yet, but I've been, getting ready to maybe. Um, and then they have buildings that are just buildings, and so this was just a building, and so I started constructing it, and then I realized that wasn't what I was after, and so yeah, it's pretty fun. It just takes forever. I'm still learning it, and so I'll show you a little bit of what I got going here. In fact, I'm going to go into spectator mode. That's not spectator mode. So that we can look at it from up above. Now I have supplied most of what you see here. A lot of the wood, I guess, was gathered by the lumberjack, but most everything else, the cobblestone. I guess the cobblestone came from my miner a bit, um, and then like the andesite, and I built a building that required um, diorite, and I have not found any diorite in the world. I also haven't found any granite either. But the diorite I had to go into the nether to get the components for. So, yeah. But, I helped them dig out this area here because it takes them forever. And your guys, they go up levels as they go. I don't even know where that path was that he was building. What path were you building? Oh, was it this one over here? All right. And so the first level can only use like wood tools, and the second level are wood and stone, I think, and then the second level can use iron, and then the third level, or however it works, I don't know. Each level is a different level of tool that they can use. Um, and so um, yeah, so it's pretty fun. Uh, One weird thing with this mod pack though is that it has insane amounts of actual villages spawning in. There are villages everywhere in this mod pack. It's like way too high a number. It's ridiculously high. And oh yeah, hopefully those barbarian dudes don't actually show up here. You saw the message popped up said mysterious invaders. Well, there are barbarians who show up from time to time, and they actually wiped out a lot of my town, and I couldn't figure out where they were at. I haven't built guard towers yet. I'm going to go back into normal game mode here so I can take a closer look at how this mod pack works. So you can see these little fences here, just in case. Remember those. But yeah, you start with the town hall and the builder's hut. Town hall has your information, so like the buildings upgrade through different levels. Like a level 1 building, which is a built building, can only have, I don't know if it's a level 2. I think they allow your characters to access level 2 abilities, and then you need a level 2 building to access level 4, a level 3 building to access level 6 or whatever. I don't know. It goes up to level 5 anyways. And once a building reaches level 5, I think that's when unlimited beyond that. And so there's the upgrade button. You can see I haven't upgraded this building since I started. Repair building in case you break something. Recall citizens will pull all my citizens back. Toggle specialization doesn't work. Rename colony. That's in case you're playing on servers. These are the names of my citizens. I had to switch this because I had a little glitch. It's not a perfect mod. There are occasional glitches, and so I did have to switch to manual because one of my workers just kept stopping. Yeah, you say you don't have a work order, but I did put down a work order right here, buddy. How come you're not doing this work order? Here, we'll put it down again so you can see it. So with the building tool, you click on the ground, and then I'm going to hit escape to unconnect from the thing. These are waypoints, these little hovering spots. You can't normally see them. They just tell the people that that's the preferred area to walk in. And so this is what I want to build. This is a simple path. And so when you click on it with the build tool, you get the little box here that lets you choose where to move it to, if you want to flip it around, if you want to raise it or lower it. And so I actually what I'm doing is I built this park, and the park was wider than my existing streets. And so I want to move it over so that it fits. And then I want to tie in with my existing road. So I want to run it right up to the edge here, and then we'll lower it down so it's even. And then I'll click the green checkbox. And I don't know why it didn't do it, because I told him to build that earlier. That's why those little fences were already there. So these little fences appear when you're building. And then most of the time they go away when it's done. And we'll see the builder should come out somewhere. There he is. No, this way, dude. We're working over here. There you go. So he's going to grab some supplies, maybe. What is he doing? He is totally not working over here. Oh, you're going to go around the other side. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Whatever. And so then he'll pick a corner, and then he just builds from the corner here. And so he gets out his shovel, and so you can see he's digging up the ground that's already there. And I gave him an axe. He's got an axe. He's got a shovel. He's got a pickaxe. You have to provide him with the tools. You have to provide him with the raw materials, and then he'll do the work. It does take forever for some of these things to happen, though, because he runs all the way back to his little builder hut down there, and to get the next item he needs, unless you load his inventory up. So if I right-click on him, you can see he's got the request, which lets you know if he's missing something, and then his inventory. So you can see his axe is about to break. He'll need a new axe here shortly. But yeah, so now he's moved the road over, and so I actually want to go ahead and move all the road through here over one. Yep, so we'll do that. Because the park took the edge of the road off. I guess I could just not worry about it, but I don't know. I felt like moving the park over. You can see the overlap there a little bit. Oh, it's nighttime now. They're all going to go home. You have to have a house for each citizen. When you start, you have 4 citizens, so you have to build at least 2 houses, maybe, to start with. Every upgrade to a house like this requires you to have access to better materials. So, like, a level 1 house doesn't require polished andesite. A level 2 house, which is what this is, right? Level 2 house, yes, Citizens Hut 2, requires polished andesite. So that's something you might not have when you first get started. But that's pretty much it. Just the polished andesite was the only additional upgrade. These are actually oak. They're just oak planks. And then you use the builder's tool on them, and it changes them into these. And then it's kind of a little like the chisel mod a little bit. But the other thing to look at too, I guess, we'll look at that in a minute here. So yeah, I'm gonna go take my nap here. I don't, dude, I need to sleep here, so thanks. Concussion creeper. And so I don't know the point of the town hall. I haven't learned that yet. I don't know, beyond allowing your people to access higher abilities, what that does for you on some of these buildings. Like, why would I ever need a higher level fisherman's hut, for example? Like, I get the builder because he uses tools, And so the higher the level of the builder, the better the tools he can use. I have these delivery guys. I haven't really upgraded them either. I love this. He's inside the range of my town. Creepers are disabled inside towns. Suck it, creeper. And so these are deliveryman huts. I've got two of those. So I've got two deliverymen or women. I don't know. And so they work with the warehouse, which is a place where you can just store stuff. And then the deliverymen, when they get a request from one of the people, they go and they get the stuff from the warehouse and then they take it to them. I think they go the opposite way maybe too. I'm not sure. And so I started with the builder, and then after the builder, I added the lumberjack. All right, let's get the next road in here for you. I'm not good at lining things up. Otherwise, I would just do this road all at once. And I'm not really sure where the ends of them line up correctly. So, and then down here, is the lumberjack. This is actually a level 2 lumberjack, so that he could access higher level tools. I don't know where he's at though. Sometimes they wander off to go work on trees that aren't right here. It's okay, I can pull him here. Man. Oh, I have a lumber Jane, I guess. Oh, were you working over here and I just didn't see you? Sorry. I'm not sure what the deal is, because this is my second world of this, and in my first world, I placed down specific wood types, and they stuck with it. And so when they cut down a tree, they replaced the saplings, but they're not really doing a good job of replacing the saplings with the specific sapling type. It might just be because they don't have enough of that sapling type, and then once it switches, they just stick with the original. So, like, it has no spruce saplings, and so I've just got those 4 saplings there, I guess. Something I don't know, I have to work on. But that lumberjack, I don't know how that works. Will collect wood and then bring it over here and dump it when her inventory gets full. And so you can see I've got a few different things. There's also this nest thing, bird's nest, which you can get stuff out of. My nephew pointed it out to me because he normally watches all these mod pack stuff. But anyway, so the lumberjack provided me with wood. Oh, did you finish already? Alright, well let's get that last bit of road in here. Okay, and then that will finish off that path. And then after that, I think I did the warehouse and the delivery man. And then I did the miner, and here's where things got a little crazy. I picked a spot over here to do the miner, and then I built a path over to it. And I've torn down the original mine area here, so I could use the supplies to build the other mine area. But whatever quark is, which I haven't checked out, it makes this marble, and the entire mine practically is inside marble, and you know what? I don't really have a lot of use for marble, and so I let it go on for a while. It doesn't use the normal tools to mine out the marble, so my miner was taking forever to do anything. And so I went ahead and just, I don't know, a little while ago, moved my miner to a different area. And so then that gave me, well, the miner was supposed to give me access to some of the things I was using, like all this gravel. I am not enjoying hunting down the sheer amount of gravel I use putting down these paths. Oh, let's look at that real quick. So if we do a path, and I'll back off here, so you can see what a simple path looks like, right? This is my schematic. It shows me the wood stairway made out of oak on either side. It's got the gravel in the middle. Well, if I right-click on this, you can see at the top here are 3 menus. The first one is decorations. I currently have a mine hut on me, so it's one of the options. So when you make the huts, you can place them in the world as an item. Right, here's my mine hut. You can place it in the world as an item, but it's a little harder to control which direction it's facing. But if you have one on you and you right-click with your builder's wand, it's not a builder's wand, your builder tool, then it will be on the list and you can select it from here. But so right now I'm on decorations. Under this is a list of different types of decorations. There's nothing, which is your supply camp, which is kind of cool. It's like a little wagon. Ooh, and then I fell right through the world because, well, I didn't fall through the world. I fell through the hole that was covered up by the schematic. So, that's what the supply camp would look like versus the supply ship, which is the one that I already put out in the water. And then like birch. Birch is the really expensive one for some reason. As you can see, there's a lot of diorite involved in birch. This is a birch wall, birch corner. There's the fancy citizen hut 5 is on here, although I don't think it counts as an actual citizen's hut. And then this is where I got confused, and I tried to use a restaurant 1, and then I'm like, this isn't really working, so I need to switch to an actual restaurant hut. And then there's like dark oak has got different things that it does. So treehouse, stairs, treehouse, walkway, stuff like that. Parks, you just saw I had in the oops, this is the wrong button. I have a simple park, so this is what a fancy park would look like, as opposed to my simple park down there with the one bit of water running through the middle of it. I really don't have access to this quartz. I assume that's what this is. And so you can choose different options, and that works too with, like, if I choose a mine. You can see this is what a birch mine looks like. Right, and so if we move this up, you can see it's a big open hole, and then this is where the miner actually mines down. But there are different options to that, and so I think that's pretty cool. It doesn't have to be birch. You can go with dark oak. Is a totally, wow, dark oak is like a crazy looking tree thing. Wow. I haven't actually looked at these. Medieval birch. I should move these out where it's easier to see. Let's move this out to the end of my trail here so we can see this a little better. If you tell them to build out in the open, then they sometimes will put layers down, like with the trails. There's an automatic second layer. You can see like my warehouse is just kind of floating out there. Alright, so click the bottom. Okay, so like there's the medieval birch. I've been doing medieval oak stuff, so there's the medieval oak. And then you can see down below there's actually another section. We'll go look at that in a second here. When I first did it, I was doing just the wooden, which is like the cheapest one. And honestly, if I was choosing, I would do it just wooden. But my nephew's like, oh, you should use the medieval oak, and so that's what I was using. Medieval oak's a little more expensive than plain wooden, and so. And then over here is my current mine. This is upgraded to level 2, and so the miner will mine down, and then every so often we'll place one of these wooden platforms. Now I mined this out. This was gravel and coal, and so I was grabbing that side of the raw supplies. Where is my miner? It was daytime. You should be here working. Oh, maybe it's getting to be nighttime and it left. Oh, nope, standing right here. What's wrong? You don't have a pickaxe. Ooh, well, that is an issue. Let's go back to town so I can get the pickaxe materials. Actually, while I'm here, let's get the next part of this down. Decorations, infrastructure, roads. I want a simple path. Basic path is just gravel. It doesn't have the wooden outside. I kind of like the wooden outside, so and let's put that in there. And then we got to be pretty close to lining up these roads here. They don't work at night. Yeah, so I don't even have my own house, honestly. I've just been sleeping in this bed next to the town hall. But yeah, it's been pretty fun. Like I said, I haven't gotten all the way through it. There's quite a bit left that I haven't played with. There's some guard stuff I haven't worked with yet. Some barrack stuff. I'm still playing with that. Oh right, you needed pickaxe. Man, my inventory. There's this bug mod going on in this thing, so you might see the occasional bug. I eat them. Well, I was eating them until I discovered the cook can make these cooked apples, and they're a lot better than the bugs I was eating. Did I grab the iron ingots? No, right there. Okay, I'll go ahead and make this guy a couple of... I have not figured out how to make the townspeople here, my colonists, do the work for me in regards to crafting. I think there's a way, maybe, but I haven't figured it out yet. Of course, I'm still figuring out the different abilities. And all right, so he wants. There you go, a couple of pickaxes. And then, actually, I think that's Michaela. So she wanted pickaxes, and then yeah, you can see she comes down here and she just she mines. I don't know what makes them decide to suddenly branch off to the sides. But yeah, just as long as this doesn't hit a marble vein like the other one. I mean, the amount of marble is just insane. Over in that other spot I picked to be my mine, and I'm like, ugh, I'm getting zero supplies. No cobblestone, no gravel, nothing. No iron. I've already gotten more iron out of this mine than I did out of that other one because the entire thing was marble. It's crazy. And looks like my builder needs more wooden stairs. I'm going to go ahead and get this in place. Okay. As far as I can tell as well, the builder will only build path that it needs to, so when you're overlapping path, it doesn't dig out path that matches. And so that's pretty cool. But yeah, let me make some stairs real quick for this guy. It's nice because the lumberjack, the lumber mill, sawmill down there makes gets me all the wood, and then I don't have to do the wood. Oh yeah, let's go check out the sheep's hut. I don't know if the sheep hut down here will include more sheep if I upgrade it. Maybe that's what happens when it upgrades. This is the fisherman dock. This is my fisherman. I honestly don't know what he's doing down here. He has harvested a lot of weird different kinds of fish. And so yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I thought he was going to provide me with better food, and I'm not I'm not sure all that weird fish actually works with the MineColonies thing. And this guy down here... Oh, dude, you break your shears already? Does that mean you have a lot of wool ready for me? I'll make him a couple of pieces here. You got no wool. What do you do with all that wool? Oh, and you got blue sheep now? Dude, why do you have blue sheep? Nobody wants blue sheep. Blue wool ain't gonna help me. I need white wool. Oh, let's check his box. I didn't check his box. There's 2 inventories for these guys. There's the inventory of the person. Oh, he wants another axe as well. I only have 2 pieces of cobblestone on me, dude. Okay, I'm gonna steal this piece right here. Are you bringing him an axe like he asked for? No. Oh, you did. Okay. Nope, all it's here is mutton. And then I make a sheep. I can't believe you've got turn my sheep blue. And then he'll kill a sheep. And then he'll shear the sheep. I don't need blue wool though, man. The game requires white beds. So white is the color I have been using. I wonder how much blue wool has been collected and added. They were white when I put them in there. Oh, look at 23. They only made 11 white wool. There used to be cyan. Or light blue. Look at that. White, then to light blue, then to blue. I'm going to have to kill those sheep and go hunt down 2 more white sheep. It's crazy. But, yeah, I thought it'd be fun just to take a look at this MineColonies today instead of a regular Minecraft video. Because this is what I have been spending my day on, is this MineColonies, man. These are level 2 houses. They each hold 2 people. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So I've got 8 citizens. I might try to upgrade one of these to a level 3 and see if it holds 3 people. I assume that's the way it works. I've never upgraded one to a level 3, so I don't know. And we'll jump back in and take a look. This is my restaurant. These are 2, 3 different houses. You can see I have them accidentally put them in different directions. I just went with it. They're upgraded to, all these houses are level 2s. This was a simple park. That was a restaurant that I was in the middle of the building that I tore apart. This guy over here is my smithy. Yeah, I don't know what he does. I have to provide him with the materials. He doesn't seem to request them very well, so I might have to upgrade him to see if that helps. My fisherman down here, standing on the docks with all those weird fish. My shepherd. My mine over here. The warehouse. The builder. The delivery people. And the town hall. That is what I've got built so far. Yep. But it's a pretty cool mod. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So, alright, one weird video for me, but click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. I will talk to you later.